So how come like having, for example, 6 podcasts is focus? Like, how is it focus?
Because each one teaches me something more about podcasting. So I get better as podcasting. So people see that I run 6 podcasts. I run 6 podcasts by myself. I have no team. So I've set up a system for my digital entrepreneur podcast. It takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to finish that episode because I have my guest sequence automated. When they fill out the forms, I have Zapier create my show notes. So my show notes are done for me, so I don't have to worry about my show notes. I go in, I make it look pretty because like guests don't put in the proper grammatics or it doesn't go. So there's like a bit of formatting I have to do. I do my interview, which has my intro and outro already done. So I use StreamYard. So I click a video, intro plays, I start the episode, click another video, outro plays. So when it comes to editing, I'm just cleaning up my sound, making sure the levels are good. And then I just move it over so that the music plays while I start talking and then it dies out. And then I'm done. And then I export it and upload it. So the whole process of that and the hosting platform I have sends out an email when the new hosting platform, because when you were on, I was on a different platform, but the hosting platform has an email that they send out. So I just put the guest email, they get a link saying, hey, your episode's live. Here's the link. Share it on your social media. They give the button so you can literally go share on Facebook, share on Instagram, and it will create a little mini thing for you to share. And it's insane. Like they just do that for me. And so like that takes care of most of the promotion. Then it's like, I have some time because I batch. And so it's in advance. I create the social media, the headliner, for the audiogram. I create the photo if I need to create the photo for it, and it's done. So an episode, it used to take me like hours to do everything. I've gotten it down to an episode takes me 30 minutes now with everything involved in it.
Let me ask you these 2 questions.
Sure.
What challenges did you run into when you were first starting, like the very first podcast out of the 6? What challenges did you learn, maybe even the hard way? And the second question is pretty similar, so I'll ask them both at the same time. It's just is there currently a challenge? So what challenges did you overcome, and is there any challenges now that you could share?
All right. So my first podcast was the Phil Better Show, where I just talk about movies with my buddy. And the biggest challenge I had was I wasn't focused properly on what the goal of that podcast was. I was a selfish goal. I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be Joe Rogan, I wanted to have millions and millions of dollars from podcasting because I was listening to people 6 years ago. So I started my podcasting journey just before Serial popped. So it was just a few months before Serial dropped. So the true crime dramas blew up. And then that happened. I'm like, oh, I can make money now because more people know about podcasting. Still no one knew about podcasting back then. People were like, oh, you have a podcast. That's so cute. And so it was my first challenge was getting people to listen to the show because no one knew how to listen to podcasts. Right. So it was like getting that listenership growing. That was the biggest pain point. And then through the 4 years that I was doing that, I figured it out. I was like, oh, that's how. Bing! And then 2020 happened and that just killed me. And then I took that knowledge that I had learned that from challenges of growing a show and putting it into the other shows to grow those. And then it was like, okay, how do I make money? That was another challenge. How do I make money podcasting? And so it was just watching YouTube videos on how to make money, just different people making money online, talking to different entrepreneurs, how they make money on online. And then it was taking those principles and applying it to podcasting.